God, is it over with? Are we losers here in the crypto realm? Did we hold on to our bags too long and now we're going back to the bottom? These are the questions everyone has been asking. When moon? Why not already moon? Bitcoin ranging at previous all-time highs, and altcoins are getting slaughtered right now. We're going to be taking a look at all of this, plus some bombshell information. One of the heads of the SEC stepping down while XRP's pumping. Weird times are upon us today in the crypto markets. Got some homies with me today. I got Morel over here on my left, your right. What's up, dude? Here, we got to get your microphone in there. It's going to sound like an airplane.
Well, hello, everyone.
How you doing? You look very... Morel, you look like Lenny Kravitz in his prime. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. You know what I mean?
Sure, I'll take it.
You really do. It's like when he had the beanie going on and he was like living in New York and everything. He was like the super reasonable voice for all the people of New York.
I need the jacket and the scarf.
Yeah, the fur jacket. That needs to be a thing.
Yeah.
Isaac, what is up?
How's it going?
I've just found out Isaac's time has been allocated to the basement from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. every single day. This is fantastic. I'm very excited about this.
Me too. That's great news.
Now, I know we don't have our trainer here.
That's correct.
We're going in still. I'm going in still.
Okay.
After the show, I'm going to the gym regardless.
Hitting bags.
I went at 3:30 this morning.
Okay, Grandpa. You know what? You wake up
Twitter
at like
pictures
1
to
a.m.
prove it.
You wake up way too early. You
2
go to
a.m.?
sleep at 7 o'clock at night.
No, not that
and
early.
then you wake up at 1 a.m. in the morning.
Not
And
that
I
early.
can't keep up with it.
I go to sleep a little bit early, but I also get up to trade London session.
Yeah, you're very. I respect.
Were you here at 3 a.m.?
No, he was
3:30.
here. Yeah, he was here at 3 a.m.
Oh, I was here.
You were here too.
I was here at 4 a.m. dropping off.
What are
gear.
you guys doing, dude? You
But
guys
I was
are
up.
crazy.
I hadn't gone to sleep yet.
No,
The
you were running your production stuff this week. We got Owen on the board. Hopefully they can hear him. He's real. He's alive.
Yeah.
Mukbanging later.
Yeah, he's gonna be mukbanging later, guaranteed live on the stream. So shout out to everyone in the chat. F Ukraine Seg, Nasty, Laserface, Manawak. What do we got here? Granny's Garden, Benny Blue Eyes, David Middleton. Yes, I was checking out Velodrome before the show. It's actually on my list to cover today. We're gonna be covering that. Veteran Crypto. What is up, dude? Me and Vet are gonna have to have a call. And we're going to be going deep on some extremely explosive information that he found. I was bringing up a lot of inconsistencies with a underreported story, and Vet just absolutely came with some incredible info. So I'm very excited to make that video. Yeah, we're doing the Black Side video, bro. And that video, me and Vet are going to be putting together. Only going to be on the Black Side. We will definitely be completely taken off the internet if it's on this channel at large. You got to join the Black Side to get access to that stuff. But without further ado, make sure you're following us. I got myself here. I'm shilling myself every day. I've decided I'm going to shill myself. Here I am on Twitter at Druth Crypto. You can find Morel. Let's go and find Morel here. Morel, what's your Twitter handle? It's at Morel Crawford. Here we are. At Morel Crawford, the cool guy, the cool business suit thing.
When we used to do NFTs.
Is this GTA vibes?
No, it's Crypto Crime Club.
Crypto Crime Club.
Which was a GTA style game last
You
bull
are
market.
the cabal. It's exposed. Oh man, I can't believe it. And then Isaac. I keep trying to spell his name with 2 S's. It's Isaac Does and then Crypto. So we got this guy here. Isaac Does Crypto on Twitter. Make sure to follow him. He's out here. He's producing content. He's getting his elbows greasy and dirty fighting these markets. He came in at a weird time in the markets. It's not up only. You're in this ranging moment. Everyone's super excited about previous 5Xs. We're like, man, is that it? We got AVAX going down to $28 today.
Yeah.
Owen, my God, did you still hold that old bag of AVAX?
That's a yes.
He's
That's
very serious, yes. I felt terrible for taking profits last week. And then I woke up today. I was like, damn, I'm good. Damn. It's just one of those things. I had a great Father's Day. Kind of went nuts at the sports store. I bought the super soakers, like high-end super soakers for all the kids. Bunch of water balloons, bunch of chaos. It was a great time. But I hope you all.
That's right, Dirty Dan.
What did Dirty Dan do? Where is Dirty Dan? Where is Dirty Dan?
Is Morel taking bumps?
Oh yeah, we're on. Dude, I left Friday like, oh my God, I hope my meme coin survives this weekend because it's a downturn. a downturn. What
So-
meme coin's still there? Look,
So, some of them are survived, some of them haven't, but the ones that we've been holding have been doing pretty good.
dude, bump is still here, baby. We
Yep.
got $181,000 market cap still. A cocaine-laced Elmo doll on the front, basically landing page here. Here's the Twitter. You know what? We ain't effing leaving. I know that there's going to be more cocaine found at the White House. It's guaranteed, 100%. So I'm in. I'm holding down the floor here.
Let's go.
And a lot of the new bigger bags have actually been built in this range, so I'm not too worried about this damn thing at all. Just got to keep the pressure on. Keep the pressure. This is the markets at large, though. Just gut wrenching. Oh my God, XRP is the top winner on the 24-hour.
I don't care.
That's wild.
XRP of 5.3%.
That's wild.
I don't care where it
51.
goes. I'm still not touching a stupid bag of XRP.
Yeah, well, here's my deal.
Okay.
Is I have a bag of this stable coin, and it's the best performing stable coin out there right now in comparison to all these other. Look at these. You go to the losers, ZK Sync, which I want a piece of. It's dealing with some FUD, but you know, I might get a little piece of the ZK Sync. FUD is down 19% on the week.
I think their airdrop or whatever
It
their
didn't go
token
great.
release. I think they're just all selling from that. So whenever
Yeah.
that stops,
Yeah, and you
Good
got to
time to
wait.
buy.
If, like, what do you wait? Like, I like to wait about 2 weeks to see all the sell pressure flood out. Do you think that I'd have to wait longer than 2 weeks to see it really find that
honestly, I'd
equilibrium?
probably do a little bit more technical analysis and wait for a market structure
What
shift.
technical analysis? This is, I mean, I can tell it's a good tool. I know it's going to be a good tool. Interoperability, big stuff, you know, zero knowledge. This is going to be a
So
narrative.
when it breaks 24 cents and it comes back down to test 24,
Yeah.
that's when I'll buy.
Try to see this 22 cents act as the floor. See a little bit of tightness there, a little
Yep.
tight. Now we go to the other losers. Look at Notcoin, one of this spicy surprisers out of the Toncoin ecosystem, taking a haircut, down 11%. We got Injective at $22. Insane, criminally undervalued. Starknet with a huge pullback, dang near 30% on the week. Just so many things that I'm seeing here that I'm feeling like I need to just FOMO into right now. Stacks at $1.78. Oh my God. So let's look at the Bitcoin price action here. Yeah, here's Kamala Harris and her monument just been erected at Mount Rushmore. She's going to be etched into infamy as the potential next commander-in-chief once they do away with elections and release bird flu. Then we'll be left with cackling Kamala on the hilltop, reminding us of how far this country has gone. Oh, man. All right. So we got this from BlackRock. This is from Larry Fink. BlackRock, Larry Fink on national debt. Let's have a listen.
Years ago when banks, not markets, financed most things. Today, the financial world is flipped. The capital markets are the biggest source of private sector financing, and unlocking that money requires a different approach than the bank balance sheet model of yesterday. There's still a lot of work to be done, but reform over the past 8 months have resulted in billions of dollars of new dollars for the developing country's infrastructure. That's what you saw last week with the announcement of the Investor Coalition. BlackRock, GIP, KKR, and other major firms will deploy $25 billion in Asia's emerging economies. In a way, it's an Indo-Pacific counterpoint to Italy's Mattei plan, which is helping African economies grow, and that's important. Every country in the world needs a growth strategy. But if I could convey one more important message today, it would be the countries that need growth most right now are not just emerging economies. Great economic powers, including the G7, are in fact on the list and need growth going forward. All of us are staring down a growth dilemma. Whether we solve it or not, it's a significant economic fork in the road for our countries. Today, the G7 average debt to GDP is 129%. No matter how much we tax, how much we cut or reduce that debt, it will not be enough. The only way we can achieve this future of growth is by truly growing out of it. But just growth is becoming more important because we need to be focusing on our fiscal health. It is also becoming much more difficult to achieve. Within 25 years, most of the G7 countries will be on demographic downslope. Working age population will decline. The ceiling on growth will get lower and lower. This is why building new infrastructure is critical, especially through public-private partnerships. Infrastructure investments is a counterforce to the high-debt, low-growth economies.
High debt, low growth economies, and more so the infrastructure Larry is talking about for the second and third world countries, and even in the first world, is if they want to implement all of these AI automation systems and all this data flow, they have to spend tens of trillions of dollars in data centers and actually opening those railways up. Larry Fink just making notes on national debt. And when an asset manager's leader like Larry Fink, who leads BlackRock, comes out and calls out these problems, people take notice. I think he's having to capitulate a little bit further away from the climate activists because he almost got his ass handed to him by state attorney generals over trying to gut their economies. Now, I got some messages. Morel's showing me Bitcoin is waking up, folks.
Oh, it's
Back
going
at
Wait,
crazy
is this
right
dump?
now.
Is this dump already over with?
Back at the
What
daily
is-
high.
Why did you ruin this for me, Morel? Let's see here. Oh my God. Look at this, boys. Look at this, boys. That's a quick upswing. Zooming in on it. Really, just but a scratch. Here's the lows that we were experiencing this morning. Or really just over the past, few days. We punched all the way down to 65.1 this morning, and it is looking to try to build this shelf, trying to keep that healthy shelf going. Let's look at what other metrics we got to kind of judge where the markets are going for here. We have update on the ETF flows. Bitcoin 9 ETF flows decreased over the course of the last week. Fidelity decreased by 1,200 Bitcoin. Grayscale decreased by nearly 1,000 Bitcoin. The one that is still consistently staying in the green is BlackRock. Seems that Fink is focused on something that maybe the other asset managers aren't 100% privy to. I wouldn't put it above BlackRock to know those things ahead of Fidelity, and it still remains the largest holder of Bitcoin by a corporation. So MicroStrategy, definitely number 3 right now, trying to stay in the mix, trying to be one of those main holders of Bitcoin. Grayscale, the outflows have slowed, but those might increase. They do charge a fee, and the fees had been lessened when you get actually into the regular BlackRock side ETF. So the fees that Grayscale had on their funds, I think, is what drove a lot of traffic into BlackRock. Now we'll see how long the BlackRock ETFs can actually keep those fees low to attract the new people in. Very interesting times, and quite a bunch of balance here. We talked about last week, miners were capitulating, selling, trying to take some profits, trying to keep the business running. You're basically sitting here ranging at previous all-time highs. Miners have been struggling with capitulation for more than a month now, having hurt profits, but the hash rate fell by 12% from its May peak. So you have hash rate falling by 12%, slightly easier hash rate to deal with, but the halving cutting into profits, but this basic pullback on the hash rate was actually expected to be a 25% pullback on the difficulty to mine. Looks like we're holding at about 12. And Rune's fees and strategic reserves helped profit, kind of stay in the green. The miners not having to sell nearly as much, but we can see the miners are having to take some profits and shave some off the top to keep running here. So, and again, they are businesses. You can't keep that in mind. They're not just this huge charity that'll just mine stuff for free. This is from Crypto News. Number of Bitcoin wallets that are holding 10 or more Bitcoin actually grew to the highest it's been in 2 years. Wallets, yada, yada, yada. This is the chart here. This is showing you the last time that these larger Bitcoin wallets held this much was June 16th of 2022. Things were much, much different in the markets. It's interesting to see this run up as large wallets are definitely outpacing smaller retail or, shrimp wallets when it comes to accumulation. They see kind of the forest of the trees, I think, a little bit better than the average person. Day to day, they're just trying to make it. They're looking for that moonshot today. If it doesn't work out, fine, I'll try a different thing tomorrow. Long-term vision holders seem to be outpacing them. So on the Bitcoin stuff, really where we are, this kind of encapsulates everything well for me. This is from Thomas at Thomas_Fairher. Bitcoin is at a $65,000 level in 2024 and has been completely de-risked. The average price of billions of dollars that are locked up in ETF capital It's the same price that it traded at 3 years earlier. And presidential candidates are now slated to fight over showing who's the most pro-crypto, pro-Bitcoin president out there. So this is basically, I agree with this. This is the perfect setup. We're sitting here consolidating, building a little bit of range, and don't be surprised if we do continue to see a blue balling sensation until about the end of the year. We still have to wait for that Bitcoin dominance to fall off a cliff. This is something that I've been watching very, very closely. Let's see here. Getting higher, trusted channel. Oh gosh. Someone's mad that I run a business. Walls is mad that I literally run a business.
Walls has been in this.
Well, should we stop paying Owen? It's been actually on my mind. You know what I mean? Like, you're right, Waltz. Since Walt said so, Owen, we can't pay anymore. Can I get your view?
We need your reaction.
I need your reaction. He's not giving it to me. He just walked out.
Oh,
Walt, I can't
snap.
believe you did that. Well, it's the way it goes. Owen may or may not be here by the end of the stream. We'll let you know. But yes, indeed, businesses do sell products to stay profitable. And that's why I sell hardware wallets. And we sell things to keep people prepared on basement.supplies. In fact, why not use that as a segue? Where's our basement.supplies? I was talking about this, the inch bag. This is the bag. If you actually think that civil unrest is going to happen and you need a bag that you can build a structure with and get the hell out of Dodge, it's called the inch bag. I'm never coming home bag. Go in here, check it out. It starts at $150. The real deal stuff here. I just had to get sidetracked by that.
It's okay.
I'm tripped out by that. Like, what do you think? I'll just sit here and, maybe I'll live in a gutter and my kids won't eat food and, I'll just stay silent. Is that what people want? Like, it's just kind of a crazy concept to think,
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy.
He knows all the inside information, like what goes on here.
That's
what I got from that.
I mean, like, there's so much over the course of the last year I wish I could have said, but I can't because it's legally incorrect to do. It's against the law. So, sure, I wish I could just spew everything out. Owen does need a raise. That's why you need to support the channel harder. Damn it. You see that, Tejano? You see that? And there's zero. See, Owen, you're going to get paid. Okay. The membership came through. We got you covered here. This is going to be huge. So I've been talking about how terrible of a situation the Federal Reserve is in comparison to banks' holdings of commercial real estate valuations. There's some more information coming out about the multifamily sector. These are mixed-use buildings, type 3A mixed-use buildings. And this country poured billions and billions and billions of dollars into building multifamily units. These are locations that basically have your Starbucks on the bottom, and then you live in a bird cage above the Starbucks. It's probably got a bank next to it, so you never really have to go anywhere. And it's like the start of the 15-minute city where you don't need a vehicle. Well, here's how things are going for the multifamily sector. From Kobiesi, the U.S. multifamily real estate prices are now down 18% since their 2022 high. After multifamily properties value bottomed in 21 and 22, they are now back to levels seen 3 years ago. There's now $56 billion worth of multifamily buildings in financial trouble, much of it held by individual investors. Now, meanwhile, 1.7 trillion of commercial real estate debt is projected to mature in 2024 and 2026. This reflects 30% of all CRE debt maturing over the next 2 years at significantly higher interest rates. This is the ugly devil in the details that Jerome Powell, CNBC, none of these talking heads, have you noticed nothing from Gary Gensler, nothing from the people at the top that are talking to mainstream media are bringing this up, because this is the dangerous devil in the details. This is why they can't truly put the stop on inflation by jackknifing interest rates. They can't do it. They will crush the economy at large. So something to keep in mind when you hear all the war hawks talking about higher for longer. This was very weird, though. Netanyahu dissolved his war cabinet. Netanyahu has disbanded Israel's war cabinet after forceful requests to join came from a controversial far-right national security minister, Itamar Ben-Gvir. This almost comes after resignations of ministers Benny Gantz and Gadi Eisenkot. So basically, Netanyahu disbanding the opposing political parties' input in the war cabinet, kind of an echo chamber at that point in Israel. And honestly, you would think that at this point you would find some sort of cohesive peace talks. And chaotically, I think that the beatings will continue. I know that many people are calling for the end that Gaza's had. I don't think Netanyahu's done. And honestly, I see this spilling over into Iran as the next step. So unfortunate. I understand. Isaac, are you ready for the draft? I've seen they're floating out the, they're going to be drafting gals, it looks like, you know. You got to be included in it.
100%. I actually talked about this with my dad yesterday because my dad's ex-Marine. So it kind of runs in the family. And I was like, this election is actually going to be a draft. And you know who they're going to call first? Me. Yeah. And,
well, I mean, and you're in the gym. You're like, you know, I'm ready to go. I'm young. I don't want to say the rest, young and dumb. And I don't want to do the rest. It's a family-friendly show, right? Family-friendly. But yeah, so what are your thoughts on this? I mean, like, are you ready to go fight for Uncle Joe and Cackling Kamala? I mean, now that Kamala has this, terrible. You know, she's got a monument. So are you ready to fight for that? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, besides fighting for Uncle Joe and
Cackling Kamala.
Yeah. I've always wanted to be either a Marine or in the National Guard.
Really?
So that's literally all I've like since I was like 3.
Dude, I mean, I've seen you. You're focused in the gym. You know, you look like a wiry fucker, but yeah, I bet you know you put some power down on the pegs. More power to you. You can get it. We should call that thing Mount Kamala. Veteran Crypto.
Mount Kamala.
Mount Kamala.
Kamala.
This is Mount Kamala right here. Oh, and give you one more shot. Mount Kamala. We just made it. We just made this name live. All right, so we got to keep moving here.
Do we have to?
I could get stuck on this for quite a while. Now, Stephen Miller talking about a video that shows a clearer and closer angle of Obama grabbing Biden. Let's just do an analysis of this to see what everyone in the chat thinks. Is this staged? I keep hearing from paid plants. They have these like TikTok accounts that are paid by the Biden administration to make them look good. They're saying that this is fake. Let's be the judge here. What's the sound not working? No sound here. I don't got sound. But, I mean, all right, so we got Joe. Obama's clearly like, all right, let's go, Grandpa. We got this. Looking around. Okay, everyone, seriously. Kimmel's like, this is getting weird. I'm going to back out of the shot. Obama's like, okay, we got this. I'm going to just slightly touch him. We're going to start walking. This is going to be fine. Joe freezes again. It's frozen solid. Frozen solid. Everyone's like, oh, my God. Kimmel's on the side. He's like, what am I going to do now? I'm too far back. But now I'm in the shot once again. Okay. Take him by the shoulders. Let's go to sleep, Grandpa. Now, Obama...
Get off that bag with Coke.
Obama's definitely the one right in the show. Yeah, Obama's running the show. You can clearly see that. Joe, another freeze-up moment. I'd say hard yes. This is him basically just locked in a state of fear. I really wish that they would let this dude just be an old man and like go home and read a book or something, dude. Like, what are you, like 90 or something? Like... I'm concerned. I'm a concerned citizen that means well, right?
We all need to be concerned.
We should be, right? That's the guy that's running the world's most powerful military and the largest economy on the planet.
Let's nuke somebody or not.
You're like, oh, I'm just going to do it anyways. You know,
I fell asleep.
And now, you know, the people he hired, the Biden administration's got like just thousands of these TikTok accounts that are getting paid to make Biden look like a, you know, hip, cool kid. You know, this is the guy that's going to help us. They're the same ones that are the environmental shills trying to tell me, hey, we're all going to burn to death in 10 years because the sun's going to be too close to the earth, right? Here's a quick reminder on what the heat index, the heat wave index has looked like over the past 100 years. Going back to 1895. If you're blaming a heat wave on climate change, you generally don't know what you're talking about. This is a heat wave index from contiguous United States, 1895 to 2020. You can see the Dust Bowl. Absolute shit show. Lots of heat, lots of chaos created there. And even in this time frame, I mean, there was some wind gusts in Colorado. I remember being recorded around like 200 miles an hour coming out of the mountains in the front end of 1900. The world and the climate within it are a cyclical process. They have ebbs and flows of ups and downs. If you ask me what my opinion is, what is the reason for the climate change? It's a solar maximum or a solar minimum. You're closer to the sun or you're farther away from the sun. And then things get determined on the planet from there. It can be that simple, or we can sit here and say that the world's ending, but Obama's buying a bunch of houses on beachfront property. That makes a lot of sense. None of it does if you really kind of condense it all. And with those climate calls, we've had pretty insane things. Remember these guys, Democrats that are trying to ban grills or, propane and gas ovens in New York. Here's Schumer and Kathy Hochul in a white dress, Chuck Schumer over here talking about, one of their political shills. But look at this. Look what this psychopath is doing.
Those burgers look so unseasoned.
Raw, dude. Look at what he is doing. He put cheese on a completely raw burger. He flipped this thing way ahead of time. They probably had this burger on there for maybe 2 seconds.
I don't think that
they're not even seasoned.
No, there's no seasoning. They're raw. They're probably out of date. These things look kind of dark. I mean, that's kind of sketchy. You know what I mean? But these same people that try to stop us from having gas stoves in New York also cannot cook burgers. It's probably why they want to ban these things, is because they don't know how to use them. But
I've never seen someone all white be
that's true too.
I've never seen someone all white grill.
That's
ever,
true. No,
ever.
It's a photo. That's what it is. And for the photo op, they want to act natural. Here's what Governor Hochul and Mayor Eric Adams are planning to ban masks on subways now. New York wants to ban the mask. Let's find out
Woke
why.
one way, woke the other way.
Yeah, let's see here.
On a subway, being terrorized by individuals in masks, it's a cause for great concern. We have images of people with masks that almost cover up their entire face. It's impossible to find these perpetrators.
Mayor Adams is supporting the governor's possible ban, calling people who wear masks to harass subway riders and commit crimes cowards.
In our transit system, people have hid under the guise of wearing a mask for COVID to commit criminal acts and vile acts. And I think now is the time to go back to the way it was pre-COVID, where you should not be able to wear a mask at protests and our subway systems and other places.
Oh my!
Good luck.
Just think about that. Like, they were the ones that were calling for masks the hardest out of any state. Like, New York was, you would get tackled by brown shirts if you showed up in Manhattan without a damn mask at a point. Now they want to make it illegal because people are committing a bunch of crime because they can openly walk around society without being looked at weirdly with a full mask on their face, commit whatever kind of crimes they want. No sort of recognition can be done. It's absolutely insane. And when I was like an armed guard for the cop shop up in Loveland, Fort Collins, and we were trying to stop people from stealing tons of copper off of the oil rigs, you would, and plus the power grid, when people would come close to the power grid systems, they would wear big masks. We couldn't tell who the hell they are. We had to take them off. It's a public safety concern. If people are allowed to wear a mask and they just normalize it, then all of the crime that can pop out of that, because people are disenfranchised, you shut the economy down, but yet that they can put on this mask and go do whatever the hell they want. It's going to be fine. This is just absolute clown world. Absolute ridiculous upside down land. You guys, I'm a little I've almost got in.
Dirty Dan nailed it.
I've almost slung lead over these masks. Okay, so should we? There's a danger in the way I feel, because if there is a real sickness that comes out that can actually be stopped with a mask and eyeglasses, I'm so jaded, I'll just be like, hell no, I'm not doing it. And I'll just wreck. But is there ever a point where you would put a mask back on? Like, if you saw, like, what would it take? Like, actual Black Plague level wheelbarrows full of dead bodies going down the street to be like, oh man, I better cover up. Is there? Because I was a germaphobe before it was cool.
If it's that much happening, I'm not hanging out with anybody to where I need to wear a mask.
Hazmat suit.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if it's
you go hazmat,
I'd go hazmat if I went out in public.
Yeah.
Full with the mask that you could get on basement.supplies.
That's reasonable. That's reasonable. That is reasonable. What a G. All right, we're going in. Where's our gas mask? We got this stuff. I know we got some gas masks on here. They're pretty good ones too. I have these are kind of like Israelis. They have the side cheek weld. It's important for putting the rifle up to your cheek, being able to actually fire accurately with a gas mask on. Make sure to pick yours up. If you need a gas mask and you need to get ready for the next flu season or tear gas or whatever it is, maybe you're walking home from work and you have to walk through a bunch of tear gas and Antifa fighting. You can get one of these at the basement.supplies for the low cost of $120. But if you are a Black Site member, you get 20% off that $120. You get it for less than $100 if you're a Black Site member. Hell of a deal. Hell of a deal. Make sure to take advantage. Nice segue, Isaac. That was really good.
I'm working on it. I'm doing better and better each day.
That was really good. But it's just so incredible to see them finally calling out, hey, people were able to just perpetrate tons of crime with these masks on, dehumanize people. Now we have to make it illegal. The damage has been done. New York basically looks like Gotham City at this point. I'll be completely surprised if it ever resurges and finds its original greatness, because New York was a damn cool city when I went there before the pandemic. It's really unfortunate to see what's happened to it. So with that being said, we're going to run the mid-roll.
The Blockchain Basement is powered by Arculus. This is the world's leading crypto cold storage where you can easily secure, buy, swap, send, and receive all your crypto with a simple tap using 3-factor authentication to make sure to keep your assets safer than ever. Make sure to support the channel. Use code BASE10 and click the link down in the description to get your hands on your security today.
Whoa, boys. All right, so we got some updated info here on the break. Morel's talking to me about the stock market. Pretty interesting to see the stock market waking up. Let's just look at the S&P, see what we're dealing with here. S&P 500 index. Oh yeah, baby. We are looking juicy here. Pretty nice to see that, actually. Just in light of all the pain in the markets sideways. Bitcoin still having no chill, trying to climb it. It's already at 67.1. Now let's see.
Almost
it's trying to reach
on the
upwards
day.
here. This might be that double bottom I was hoping it was, because we were right here and I was just kind of banking on a double bottom, but I mean, that's not proven yet. It's just real sharp jackknife off of these low levels. We'll see if we can dig out of this trench. We need to create this level that we're at basically as support. So hopefully we can overshoot this, come back down, and then find some support right there. That would be the juicy spot. So we got the head of the SEC crypto asset cyber unit leaving the SEC after 9 years, according to a LinkedIn post. A lot of people joking, saying that he's joining Pump.Fun. It's David Hirsch. Past Friday was his last day at the SEC after almost 9 years. During that time, I had the opportunity to work with more complex, yada, yada, yadas. I'm particularly proud of Gary Gensler's hairline and the historic work done by crypto assets in the cyber team unit. The privilege to lead. I wonder where he's going. He's probably going to be pretty damn useful and overpaid at some crypto company. That's what some crypto companies, some crypto agencies going to reach out to him because he's got all the deets. He knows the peeps. It's not about who you know, it's what you know on who. This guy knows a lot on everybody. So I think that this guy will probably land in the hands of a large, probably Circle or something like that, or BlackRock's Bitcoin team, just something untouchable. Now this may be the turning point of the century. XRP. Oh my God. This is the XRP versus Bitcoin graph. We're going to dive in here. I highlighted XRP as being more aggressive than the rest of the market. Watch, it dumped now that everything else is waking up. No, we're still alive. We're still alive. Everybody, take your phones out. Take a picture of this. Send it to your mother. Let's go to TradingView. Oh yeah, I just got to look at the halving. I skipped this, but this is basically, I was looking at the dominance, 230 days from this halving to that shelf, 230 days from this halving to this shelf. Right now, we're about 70 days into the process. If everything goes according to plan, folks, you should hate your life and hold altcoins in a ranging sideways market until the end of November, mid-November. And that's when it looks like we could be actually going to the moon instead of this sideways chop action that everyone seems to be fighting.
I think I just saw a video this morning that Crypto Casey put out.
Yeah.
She said that Bitcoin doesn't go up after halving for at least 100 days.
Yeah.
For the very minimum.
Totally accurate. And really, like the third halving, it had that dip and dominance, uptick in dominance, and then left, basically fell off a cliff right now, it's if we still follow the 4-year cycle, which I am still following the 4-year cycle, should be looking like we are going to hate ourselves and question everything until November. The election will happen. They're going to cook the economy up, make everyone feel a little bit better. And then by historical measure, we should be off into the moon, but time will tell. Now, XRP breaking this level. Let's see if XRP's got any chance here, for the love of God. Because I'm either going to dump everything that I have remaining in XRP tonight and go buy one of these on sale altcoins. Actually, I know there's no option. I am going to go home and do that. Now, this is interesting to see. Let's bring this down, condense it a little bit. My God, it needs to hold this line. I got to get rid of these halvings because these don't matter. Well, I mean, I guess a little bit, but I'm just going to get rid of these. So this is XRP to Bitcoin valuation. And as you can see, if you've been in XRP instead of Bitcoin for quite a few years, you've been losing very, not aggressively, but consistently against Bitcoin ever since about March of 2019. So we're looking at this graph. We have all the things that Ripple was set out to do, trying to fight against the SEC. They seem to have gone in its favor, and still we're left with this lackluster price action. I'm looking at this. I think it's actually going to bounce off this. How much? TBD, right? But if we see a little bit of a relief pump.
Even dead cats bounce.
That's right, Morel. Absolutely. You know what I mean? That's
sorry.
No, that was fantastic. I mean, that kind of feels like chaotically we might get a little bit of breath before just the road to hell. It's paved in good intentions, folks. We try our best. So yeah, seeing this, my God, I'm going to be taking a momentary relief pump and moving it into some of these on sale alts. Now this from Cyclops talking about the past 2 cycles. I kind of brought up the dominance graph for us to check out. Altcoins peaked exactly 546 days post halving. The cycle repeats. Now is our last chance to buy the dip before alts go parabolic. So on this, the dominance graph, I was showing the dominance graph just basically to highlight, what? It left. It's gone now. Basically, I was showing the dominance to try to, there it is. Came back. When Bitcoin starts losing that control of the market and the alts start to run, Cyclops is going a step further. He's talking about the peak of those alts comes 546 days after the halving. And if this process repeats, it is basically our last chance to buy a good dip before these alts go parabolic. But you need to buy the right alts to make the 100x, not the 2x. Hence why I'm thinking I'm going to swap out that XRP for something that's a little bit more aggressive. You know what I mean? I could just sit there and watch. I've been holding it for like 6 years. Oh my God, I'm so done with it. Like, and
as soon as everyone sells it, that's when it's going to go to that 580.
Like last week, I was like, the sentiment's at all-time lows. It's going to move now. And of course, it's the best performing stable coin on the market.
It is.
Like, hands down. It's kind of felt like a stable coin. Today, it's slightly up. Now here is just the highlight. The blue lines are the halvings. You can see this is the last time frame. This is the COVID fun that we were in. Someone sneezed in Wuhan and created a little buying opportunity for me here. Now, where we're at, I mean, it looks much choppier, but we're on a much larger kind of scale. And these are the altcoins excluding Bitcoin, right? Just highlighting the Bitcoin halving. It's pretty interesting to see that these all-time highs played basically 546 days on the dot from each other. Doesn't have to be exact science, but if it roughly rhymes, we're going to be nailing the target. So very, very, very
interesting.
Well, it's interesting, but it's also kind of calming for me because I always feel like tomorrow is the big one tomorrow. You know what I mean? Or like we're going to hell tomorrow. I'm always so extreme with my feelings in crypto. Seeing this 546 days from the halving, the time to find that all-time high for our altcoins, very, very calming and cooling for me. Just more time to stack the bags before things really, really start moving in the markets. This is interesting to note on Ethereum and L2s from Bitwise. Transactions in Ethereum ecosystem have grown by 84.6% since last year. The contributions from layer 2s are remarkable. We couldn't be more excited for the future, talking about just the whole layer 2 ecosystem. We see the big players in layer 2 ecosystem being ZK Sync. One of these big players, we're all looking at it today, is loser down 30%, but in the grand scheme of things, they're taking up a pretty good chunk of transactions on Ethereum. Polygon up here, still a major player. Arbitrum, good chunk. Base coming out of left field and being feisty very quickly. And then Optimism. Got to check out OP price action too. OP is one of the ones that we are going to be checking the charts on today. I took a bunch of different projects that people were mentioning in our community post, just about what, cryptos they want us to look at. So I have kind of a list of them to go over. This is interesting play by Tether as well. Alloy by Tether, a new digital asset backed by Tether Gold. This is kind of interesting, right? Morel, you're like, whoa, this is interesting.
Yeah,
right. This is huge.
I don't know what to think.
Yeah, it's Alloy by Tether isn't just about USDT. It's an open platform for creating various collateralized synthetic assets, including yield-bearing products. Users create a USDT using Tether Gold as collateral, enabling seamless digital transactions, payments, and remittances. See, if it's tethered by the gold as collateral, my worry, because I'm very, very cynical about new products being implemented, but when I hear that it is being backed directly by collateral in gold, that makes me a little bit calmer. You know what I mean? I don't want to see this market just giga sending projects on synthetic debt that's leveraged on top of each other, just recreating. It's the same system. What did we come here for? To just recreate the system on our own, and basically just get everyone rugged at a point when the system collapses under its own weight? Or are we in crypto to actually try to build a new future? Are we willing to put in the time, the focus, and the pain, and the effort, and the energy to create that new system? That's a very personal question. I know most in the chat have the capacity to put their sweat to work. They know how to ride the painful parts of the bad parts of the market. I know you guys can do that. It's about the person that's the average Joe, the average Jane that's walking down the street. They're not interested in doing that. It's really a lot of this focus in building out these products is on our shoulders to hold it together. So it's good to see Tether, kind of back in with gold. And Tether had something very interesting to say last week. They were getting called out by a couple central banks for not wanting to tether their funds to bank funds. And they just highlighted, wait a minute, Silvergate Valley, SVB, First Republic, all these different banks went under, and we saw USDC depeg because they had exposure to a traditional bank that just went under. Like, you're the risk. We're not the risk here in crypto. You're the risk at the banks, at the Federal Reserve. So it's nice to see them fighting back that way, because they have an uphill battle. Like, countries across the world, they're going to be pissed as Tether continues to uptick in stable coins. More and more people are using Tether. It's going to drive central banks across the planet crazy. The whole reason the government exists is to take control of that monetary movement. I wonder what token unlock Steve-O is bringing up in there. I want to see what he's talking about. I always love going back to Steve-O. Steve-O sent me, or he didn't send me. He found a rug that I got rugged on. Very unpleasant. It was like S-Vidia or something like that. Unpleasant experience. You know what I mean?
I was in my Telegram channel yesterday, and I was like going through meme coins because I have a couple guys in there who like love meme coins. And I was like, oh, I found this one, and it rugged. Like, I just got a text from like 2 minutes ago saying that it rugged.
Oh!
And I was like,
it's not a good feeling.
It's not a great feeling
It's
at all.
not a good feeling.
What
at
network
all.
was it on?
It was on Solana.
Solana. I mean, that's where most rugs will
Use
be.
your Solana bot.
Oh my god.
Please use the Solana bot.
You got me on I got like 20 different bots on my Telegram. They've taken over my Telegram. I opened my cell phone and Terminator just punches me in the face.
But you don't get rugged anymore.
Well, that's true. I
There
get
you
less
go.
rugs, but I still get rugged. You know what I mean?
You don't stick them all in Solana bot.
Well, no, I do. Some of them that came out of the Clean Bill of Health, they still rug. Like, people are just outwardly doing it,
And a lot of what I've seen lately is just the bots taking over the token. Like when it first launches, getting all the liquidity.
That's where it is. And it looks good.
And it looks good. And then you just start selling and no one buys. And then you just get sold on until it's gone.
Those bots are an absolute plague to existence. Like everyone's like, oh, it's so cool. We could build this robot to go arbitrage transactions and fuck everything up. Like, I thank you so much for creating a shit show for me and everyone else that's trying to develop financial products. And you got these damn, they're like robots that are like kittens high on cocaine. They took a bump and gave it to a robot kitten, and then it goes into the blockchain and arbitrages our transactions, confuses everything. You get a meme coin go to 600K because the bots are fighting each other, taking fucking money from each other, and then it just goes to zero right after. It's just incredible. We should, bots are such a loaded, I'm sorry, bro. I just, watching them, when you're watching it happen, like, and you're going through the transactions, you're like, okay, so someone bought $120,000 worth of Piana R. Kelly token in the first 5 minutes, and then they sold it all for $1,000 loss, right? Sure. It's so aggravating sometimes. You know what?
The Wild Wild West.
Yeah, it's the Wild West. You ain't lying. It is pretty wild out there. Now, okay, shut up, Owen.
He's over there trying to spin that AVAX bag.
Yeah, what are you looking at? A Chevy truck? Oh,
Chevy
okay.
Silverado.
You're Silverado.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Wasn't it Amari King that had the Silverado commercial? Hold on. We got to do live research. Hold on. Amari Silverado. Is that what it's going to be? Are you getting a Silverado, Owen? All right, we're going in here. Let's see here. We're doing live research.
As many 360s as I saw that truck do.
I can't remember how to spell Amari's. Damn it, Owen. Damn you. You better get a good one, Owen. Okay, I'm going to be judging your Silverado very... No, I have not seen you get the crappy version of anything. But they can't hear you defend yourself. That's your problem.
I have no live proof that you're here.
Yeah. So here we go. We're going to talk about Toncoin. Morel, you've been talking to me about Toncoin.
I'm bullish on it.
And you were talking about me before it was like a big deal. Like, obviously, Telegram's a big deal. But there's some data on Toncoin that's looking pretty juicy right now. Supply of USDT on Ton has surpassed $580 million, making it the 6th largest blockchain for USDT issuance, trailing only Tron, Ethereum, Solana, AVAX, and Omni. This is freaking crazy.
Bullish.
This is insane to see.
Bullish.
And then you remember, like, the whole feeling of, excitedness out of Base was the influx of stablecoins coming before that price action started happening. Now I'm starting to see this with Toncoin.
And a lot of what they're doing in the Ton ecosystem is, here is something simple, come interact with it, and people just decide to stay. I think two of the top actions to do are just clicking stuff to where you just do like this and you earn points or earn actual crypto. And
it's like a cat. I saw videos of a cat just going like this on that was not coin. Right, the little game.
There's about 3 or 4 of them that do that, along with they have pretty much everything in DeFi trying to be put on there. They have even Ton dating, or a Tinder Ton coin kind of thing. Yeah, like they have so much in the ecosystem. If you use, I think, the Ton Keeper wallet and go to browser and you just start browsing that section, or if you go to ton.app and that just plethora of everything on Ton.
Well, and it's like, it's an infrastructure that's built out for 1 billion users.
Yes.
Right? Like, they have the throughput capability to handle a large amount of migration of crypto users to the blockchain, which sounds like a pretty dang cool thing for me. But before we keep talking about Toncoin, we got to talk about Owen's damn Silverado.
Got the blacked out.
Yeah, here we go. Pull this up. We're going in. Where is this? Where's the audio? We are listening to this. Where is this? Here we go. Sounds like a pretty dang cool thing for me. But before we keep talking about Toncoin,
let me tell you something about my Chevy Silverado. Chevys are strong, dependable, and they'll roundhouse kick forward right in the fucking mouth. Chevy Silverados out of thunderstorms, Bruce Lee movies, and big dicks. Chevy Silverados are built tough, tougher than Tech Sergeant Chris Robinson. Let's take a look under the motherfucking hood. All you gotta do is push this button. Chevys come standard chock full of goodies. Chevys come with a Vortec engine made out of real tornadoes. Difference between Chevy and Ford, Chevy owners get pussy.
This was the greatest video ever. When this guy, look, it had 21 million views 10 years ago.
Oh my God.
This guy's now like actually doing pretty well off of this. I mean, this meme video just started everything. Maybe Owen's Silverado is going to do the same damn thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, you have to do like this look right here. That's the look. This is America right here. You know, you got like a little bit of extra, you know, kind of like me. If I overeat, that's me, you know, no big deal. Just thick, you know, probably 6'4", slightly twisted steel, mostly sex appeal, you know, going on with this guy. You know, shout out to Amari King. He's pretty awesome. I want to see what kind of truck you get on. I know you always get the good stuff. So now we're going to be taking a look at a slew of different projects. But first, what the hell is this thing, Morel? You showed me this B Network. You can use the invitation code from Morel, apparently, for Crypto Morel. We go into this thing, though.
I found that, I don't know how long ago. It's its own network. And again, almost like Ton, it has a couple of interaction apps to bring you onto it. But the weird outlier is you're able to sign up for a anonymous crypto debit card. So you get a wallet and everything, and I think you have to pay to open it, which is like $15. Yeah. And I think it's 0.1% to reload it every time you stick something on there.
Yeah, and you click the recharge. So you're basically getting a card.
Yeah.
Tethered to your crypto.
Yes. You get a card, a digital card that you can use anywhere online. You can't use it in person yet, but a digital card that you can use anywhere online, and you don't have a name tied to it or an address tied to it.
See, that's crazy.
And everything, yeah. Like that's
crazy.
It's what
so they have an
crypto's
unnamed person paying the bank for the transaction somewhere.
And I think they have on the website, I think they have like 40 banks worldwide that are in this network that are trying to produce this.
I mean, it's making my eye twitch just thinking about how they make this work without having the customer name on the card.
Yeah.
You know, and I know a lot of people hold off from, you know, getting the Coinbase card because you do. It's tied to your name. It's fully KYC out in the open. Interesting to see that you can get a card without your name connected to it. I'm pretty interested in trying this out.
I did put, I think, $11-12 on it yesterday, and it's on the card, and I'm able to use it. I just haven't had anything to purchase. So
it's kind of cool how this like organizes all the games and dApps too. Like, what the hell is that noise?
Who knows?
I hear like this mouse like biting or something. Oh. Is there a mouse biting the cords?
No,
right
there's
now?
definitely not.
My God, mouse coin. So we go here. We can go to games and dApps. I really, you know, seeing Jupiter, we basically just need to go into the charts, folks. We're getting a discount. The discount window might be closing here, so we're going to hop on. What the hell is that? Jupiter. Yeah, Jupiter. Let's see here. For 88 cents right now. Damn, that's, it's trying to dig itself out of the trench right now. Me and Taco were talking about it. I mean, I agree with Taco on, I think, I'm of the opinion Jupiter's the best DEX for Solana. I use it. I don't use Iridium very often at all. This thing is at 88 cents. It honestly looks like a pretty good moment for opportunity here. Going to be checking in on this one. We got to check out Render. So I got kind of a list of tokens on the hit list, on the get list here. Got Render coming in at $8.11. It fell down to $7.50. Oh my God.
Missed that bad.
Deep correction. Already trying to dig it, but if you're looking at it from a monthly standpoint, the shelf was really at around $10. It's lost that shelf. It's fighting for that shelf at $8.12 right now. We're going to see if it comes back up. Likely, I'm feeling like this point that we're at, I think 65 is going to hold for Bitcoin, and we can see the bounce up from here. So Render, basically a pretty good option in my mind for deals to grab. Ondo, I don't know if it's too good of a discount. I remember I took profits over the past week. I was doing it up here, feeling like a total fucking loser. And here we are, $1.13, and I'm ready to refill that bag. On the monthly, though, yeah, that's actually, it's a little bit lower, but it's right at its original stumble 2 point. About $1 is a pretty psychological level as well. So we do got that going for us. Ondo, not a terrible price point where it's at. Coming in at $1.13. Got to check out Near. Saw it falling into the $5 range. Still holding a good bag of Near. Still plan on buying more Near. Right at $5.32 right now. Went as low as, God, dang near $4.99. Dang near $4.99. Let's see, on the month, you're looking at a nice, good pullback there. Holy cow. So if this holds, this is the healthy shelf. And notice a lot of them, you have that original all-time high, retrace, pump back up, fall to that initial level, kind of sitting right around $5 right here. I'm comfortable with that. The next one on the list, Duke. We got to go to Duke, see what the heck's going on. You're mentioning Duke to me this morning. This thing ran up to like 10 mil so fast. I've been kind of careful about getting into it. Again, though,
strong holding.
Same kind of price action too. You get that initial pump, drop down to higher pump, and then finding this new floor, man, that'd be pretty bullish for Duke. It could hold this level.
I think it will.
Yeah, and
if you think about all other memes have dropped a whole lot, I'm surprised it's holding that much.
Yeah, I mean, this is incredible. The same thing with Bump. I thought I drove out of the office Friday thinking it was going to die. And here we are in same kind of process. You get the initial pump, the fall back down, and then the secondary pump, find that new level of support. So we're fighting for it right there. Next coin on the coverage list, we covered Bump. Seamless protocols is DeFi lending on Base, has not been seen yet. Seam is unseen. As of right now, it's $4.52. It had a
massive pullback.
All right, well, this is just the day. Right. Okay. So it went up to about $4.70 today. This is the 7-day chart on it. Here's the monthly, though. Here's where the real pain can be seen. Lost the level at around $5.80, sitting at $4.50. But at large, I'm comfortable getting this thing because it's nice and low, undiscovered, on Base, DeFi lending on Base. I think it's going to be a probable good mover, something that will actually be utilized pretty heavily by once TradFi realizes that they can do DeFi through Base, Coinbase and the Coinbase wallet, you have access to Base network, you get access to the DeFi side. I think that Base is going to smooth out that process and make it very, very attractive for incumbents into the market. Filecoin. Gotta check out where Filecoin's at. I know I gotta check out Arweave. Arweave was looking like it was giving a discount. So we got this. Again, the pain in the chart. See the same thing. The shelf lost was $6. Now it's $5. Right here. This is the yearly. Filecoin, a little bit different of a graph. Oh, I gotta
bless you.
Bless you.
I sneezed. All right. So Filecoin's falling back down to pretty strong support levels it found in January of 2024. This is actually giving me extreme FOMO looking at this graph because look at that upswing. Look at the violent upswing on Filecoin. No one was thinking, oh my God, this is actually looking like a good snag for me right now. Yeah, the previous resistance, support. It's proved itself as support about 3 or 4 times here. Support, dang near support. Right now, right on that line. If it loses it, it's a quick ride down to the $3 range. But honestly, given the rest of the markets, the Bitcoin refusing to get off of its upswing, this is giving me extreme FOMO. Looking at all of these dang
What about
cryptos.
XLR?
Oh, that's another one. And this is one for XRP lovers that want good price action.
Yep.
So if you love XRP and the tech of XRP, but you want to make money while being interested in XRP, here's a good option. XLR, 71 cents.
I'm bullish on them because of this.
Well, the Microsoft MasterCard, yeah. I mean, and they're working with Providence. We covered Providence as well. JP Morgan. They're one of the few that's let into the club to work with Onyx blockchain.
Yes.
That's freaking cool.
Bullish.
71 cents right now. This thing is completely undiscovered. Look, even more of a juicy potential on the upside than Filecoin. 70 cents was essentially its original stumble point before the real price explosion. Very, very interesting to see. This is a hell of a discount. Either this is a middle finger and we all go to zero and life's over with, crypto's over with, or things keep happening. You know, this is just a correction. XLR could be in a perfect moment to grab a bag right now. Are you already in XLR?
I got $1,000 of it right at the last dip.
Dude, I should probably just send all my XRP into this.
It wouldn't hurt.
I mean, that graph looks dang good to me.
I think if you get it under 80 cents, you're a G.
I know. This is looking lovely. Next one we got to check out. Oh, God. AVAX. Owen, you're not going to like this chart. Okay? You're not going to like this chart. $29 AVAX. Like, oh my God. It fell to like 27 and some change earlier this morning. I know Kelly was looking at it, talking about I think he would have been mentioning a potential head and shoulders type situation here. You know, it's got 2 points where it held where it's at as support. That was January 24 and then May of 24. But we only have 2 points of good support built up here. Ooh, mukbang live on television, everyone. Hold on. Mukbang coming in here. Owen, we need the full screen. Owen, you can't do this to the people. Yeah. Yeah, you were being sassy and you still are allowed to mukbang live on stream. Unbelievable.
Put the camera on.
He's gonna work on it. He's gotta crack his fingers. He's gotta get set up. He's gotta wipe his. Yeah, I mean, you deliver food to it. Nothing's good enough for this generation these days. Yeah, it is the problem. I really wish you had a microphone. It is unbelievable. I can't believe you, Owen. You know. Thanks, Tony. So yeah, Avalanche sitting at $29, scaring a lot of people. I got to stick to my line though, guys. I really, really think that we're going to be able to hold these levels. This sell-off that we're experiencing right now is just a gut-wrenching sell-off. A lot of people bringing up Aether as well. I got a little bag of Aether on that first day it came out. I'm probably down on it, but honestly not too concerned.
I don't know. Aether,
what are you?
Game company?
No, Aether is a distributed GPU mining project.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, and really I have a reason for finding bullishness on these projects and deep in at large is because everyone's talking about AI is going to, oh yeah. Oh,
here
baby.
we go.
All right. Oh yeah.
Come on, Hollywood.
Oh! That was amazing. That was really good. That was probably the best mukbang on crypto YouTube ever. You know, you got the texture. Oh yeah. You going in for more? Yeah. Oh, what a G. So Aether, actually, it looks like I'm up on my buy. But, you know, really this thing, brand new project. You only have about a few days worth of data on it. Released on the 11th of June. And yeah, I'm bullish on distributed GPU mining because it gives these hopes and dreams of AI actually being useful in society a realistic potential path to follow. They have to distribute the GPU mining. They have to find systems that can spread that mining necessity out. Things like Aether and even IO. IO is also on my list of things to cover. In the same realm as Aether, I picked up IO as well, and it's down. My initial entry down from where I got this thing. I think I got it in this shelf here. But honestly, brand new project. Not too worried about it. $418 million market cap. Realistic. Useful use case. I'm about it. I like finding things that have that potential. See if we got one more. Velodrome. Let's go check it for. Oh, we got to do Aerodrome too. We're going through so
optimism.
Many
you said you're going to do
optimism too. My God, look at Aerodrome. I felt like such a doofus for taking profits. I did it like up here in like $1.15 or something like that. The original bag I bought for like 18 cents, so it was fine. You know, I took the profits out. Felt like a complete loser. And man, I can refill those bags at a much cheaper price now. I'm still bullish on Aerodrome, also bullish on Velodrome. This is all kind of the base DeFi cabal. Velodrome, Aerodrome. I got 11 cents. Ooh, Velo's looking spicy. 13% today. Oh boy. 7 day. She's trying to wake up now. The shelf is around 14 cents. We're still under the shelf at around 11.7 cents right now. The fast move to 36 cents only happened March 2024. It came very, very quick and then was gone. Everyone's like, oh my God, everything loses. It sucks. I made the wrong choice. Now we get the retracement back down, and it is that second chance for those with balls. So, take advantage of it if you got the nuts for it. What you got? What do you say? This is a good looking chart, right?
I like it.
This is the type of stuff I want to see, in accumulation markets. It sucks to see things going up only and to the right. Seeing things give a little bit of a retrace, it makes me feel a little bit better. But, and there's one more we were going to cover. What was the last one? OP. OP. That is a good one. OP has been behaving kind of dormantly over the past month. We're going to check this out. Yeah, it's been very dormant. The coiling on the shelf, very, very tight, basically from $2.40 up to $2.97. So basically trapped in the $2 to $3 range, has dropped to $2 this morning. Back up to the 1 year. This $2 level was that original stumble point before it absolutely outpaced quite a bit of altcoins on the market and pumped all the way up to around $4.50. Seeing a $2 OP, I'm feeling like a buyer. I feel like I need to basically buy everything that we just went over.
I think so. Much.
These moments in the markets, they're good because finally I feel like buying a bunch of crypto again, and I'm excited to do so, and I'm not worried about doing so. The bad is, I'm not in the situation because I took a bunch of profits last week to take care of stuff in real life. Feel good about it, but
amen.
Yeah, and you, I mean, like you were saying it this morning, this whole market could go to zero, and you.
I'm set.
Yeah.
Last couple of weeks, crypto helped me out so much to where I am credit and loan debt free.
That's the moment. That is what it's about, because you're taking profits along the way.
And without that, I would have been in debt for 6 to 7 more years.
Yeah, painful thought. Painful thought. Just thinking about no escape. There's no way out. We use crypto as a vehicle of escape. And EDU vids, I still do hold Maple. I wonder how low Maple went this morning. That's one that's been like, I've been talking about it since $2, decided to buy a bag at like $18-20. So I hate myself for that. And then basically when it had an escape pump up to around $17-18, I chose to move a lot of that money into like render and other things, but kept a little bit of it. Maple is on a major pullback, $12.41. Man, this is one of those that's like just a complete battle. When you see it, this better hold this line. The bottom end of this correction was down at $10. So I'd imagine it's going to hold above that. I feel like tokenized treasuries, tokenized bonds, these are going to be a big deal. It's just about having conviction. These are the times where you really need to have conviction in whatever you're investing in. You need to feel, focused on Ethereum layer 2s, like Ethereum is going to be the big winner. The asymmetric bet on Ethereum hitting 10K, I think, is the safest call for bulls right now. We see some mega bulls calling for 50K Ethereum. It's a little high. Where the velocity right now, I think we can hit 15K Ethereum. But the plays around that, and plus the RWAs, are all those smaller market cap spots. And this one's like $53 million market cap. So, if it does really get its good time in the sun, you'll see this change. Maple was right neck and neck with Ondo until Ondo took the spotlight, and now you can see what happened to Ondo. So, what a day. That was a lot of projects.
We just went through.
That was a lot of projects. We got a lot of crypto deals going on out there, And whatever crypto you're out there buying, make sure that you're keeping it secure and support the channel by visiting our link in the description and get your hands on one of these bad boys. This is Arculus. This is the world's leading cold storage platform. You can easily buy, send, receive, and store all of your crypto with a simple tap. It's so easy your grandma can do it. Use code BASE10 and get 10% off. Click the link in our description and make sure to keep your crypto off exchanges, folks. The goings are good right now, but there will come a time, in my opinion, 2025, where things will go wrong once again, and you do not want to get caught holding the bag on exchanges when that comes. So make sure to be your own bank. Hold your own crypto. What up, me Hansel game? One question. I start trading crypto daily. What do I use? You want to start trading crypto daily? Are you talking leverage? or you talk me, hence your game down in Rumble. Let me know what kind of trading you're gonna do, and drop me a message. Hit me up on Twitter at Druth Crypto. I'll answer that question for you. We got to go. Owen's gonna mukbang the rest of his sushi or whatever. Hey, Coins Chick, thank you for the memberships gifting as well. Robert Young, shout out to you. Thanks for joining me, Morel, Isaac, Owen, with your damn mukbanging Silverado buying ass. Unbelievable.
That was brilliant.
I will see you guys tomorrow morning. It's going to be a great day. Actually, I'm going to be doing the DC morning stream tomorrow. So I'll probably hold off on the morning show, but I'll be seeing you at 2. And until that time comes, I bid you adieu. Goodbye.